All right, welcome back to S&J Sports Talk Show. What's happening with everybody and what's happening with my co-host Jonathan?
How's it going, man?
My brother, man. How you living, man? How's your week going?
I'm living good. It's the weekend, NBA season about to start back up.
Yes.
Got the NFL season about to start back up.
Yes.
Living life.
Yes, that's true. NBA season starts back up in 10 days, right? NFL season, we're in the heat of it. You loving it. We loving it. Before we continue on, y'all go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. It helps us a lot with the algorithms. Hit the thumbs up button. Like the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. Definitely just give us a follow. And then also on Instagram, S&J Sports Talk Podcast and S&J
Sports Talk.
S&J Sports Talk on Instagram, S&J Sports Talk on Spotify, S&J Sports Talk on Apple Podcasts. All of the following. All of the podcast situations we're on there. So go and follow us and hit that thumbs up button already.
Yep.
Before we get into sports, Jonathan, we're gonna get into a little bit of what is the funniest thing you saw this week. In this last week. We're almost at the end of the week, but in this last week, what's the funniest thing you have seen in the last week? And then we'll get into the sports talk. We got some good sports conversations to talk with you all about today. What you think, Jonathan?
That's interesting. The funniest thing I saw this week, I'll go. We're about to talk about it.
Okay.
So let me see. Funniest thing I saw this week, I still can't think of nothing. I'll go. We're having a party, right? We're having a party, and me and my brother's birthday party, and so he invited some friends over, and so one of the friends is like someone he met like recently, like the past few years or whatnot, and then one of the friends someone he knew his whole life, and so they're both pretty close friends to him, and so like during the whole party they were going back and forth about who knew him better, and then she was like, who does he call at 3 a.m. in the morning or whatnot, and then. and then the guy was just like, he said the name and he's like, before 2019 nobody knew who you was. And I was like,
they were going at it the whole party.
And then the funniest thing was my other brother, he was just sitting there with his hands folded, just watching the whole thing, man.
It was a funny thing.
He had his legs, so he climbed up. He just watched the whole thing. It was
our family is a reality TV show. If we ever just put cameras around when the family's all together, family events, if we just had cameras rolling, nothing but comedy and just the way everybody moves, because it's a lot of humor and comedy is more than just what you say. It's body language. It's the vibes with each other, reactions, all of that stuff.
Yes, that's probably. But the real funny, we'll get to the next funny thing I saw.
Oh, okay. Well, I want to hear it. You got another one?
What's yours?
You know what? One of the funny things I saw this week was at the same birthday party, my brother's birthday party, and it was funny. We were watching. We had the music choice going on the TV.
Oh, wow.
So I had music choice going. I was trying to find something where, something that was going to be cool music, but still, we had the family over there. Yeah. We had my parents over there. Then we had, some young people over there. So we were trying to get something that was the right vibe. So we had this R&B going on, right? This R&B, and most of it was like good R&B, old school R&B. But out of nowhere, Tyrese comes on. A song comes on with Tyrese. And this is when I started knowing I'm getting older. And this is going to show our audience is going to feel this differently depending on who you are. But Tyrese came on, Tyrese, sweet lady, won't you be my sweet love for a life? And the kids are looking on TV. The kids from the birthday party look on TV like, oh, that's the guy from Fast and Furious. I didn't know he sang. And I was like, they didn't know Tyrese sang. I was like, I'm old. This is some stuff that when you 30 years old and older, that Tyrese used to be a singer. And the kids were like, what's that guy's name? He's the guy from like, they know him as the guy from Transformers. And I'm like, or Fast and Furious. And I'm like, nah, this is Tyrese, baby boy. Y'all don't know. No, okay, all right, never mind. So that was a funny moment when I realized that I was talking with people who did not make all the connections of who that was and that he used to sing and stuff. And some of y'all probably listening probably are like, yeah, I never knew he sang. I don't even know who Tyrese is. So, but those were funny things that we saw. You said you had one more. Did you want to go into it now?
We can go into it. Yeah. So that was a funny story. But the funniest thing I saw this week, man, it had to be like Draymond Green just going up to Jordan Poole.
Oh wow.
He just socked him in the face, bro.
What was the funny part about it?
The funny part about it, so like it just reminded me of like Patrick Beverley and how he went to like Chris Paul and whatnot. But the funniest thing about it was like Draymond was just like in the video you can see him just looking down in the Jordan Poole and like you can tell they're like talking.
First he's all calm.
Yeah, he's talking. He's looking. She's like so he looks at Jordan Poole. They're talking. And he just looks down, and then he just walks over there, and then like. Jordan Poole just like pushes him back, and I see him just go like this, and he just like, he just socked him in the face. It was like, but the funny thing was, that was the funniest thing I saw. Like the video itself was just funny.
The video just came out too. Yeah, everyone's just now talking about this video, and we can transition into that. That's our next topic. Is what happened with the Golden State Warriors and their practice. There's two different situations going on. There's the situation of what happened between the two teammates in the fight. Yeah. And the second situation is the video getting leaked out to where everybody... I mean, we live in a social media world. I think there's so much pressure put on people to have views and likes and comments and all that type of stuff. But there's some stuff that needs to be kept personal and private. Especially and if you work with that team... and you're in a private practice and there's a fight, one thing you definitely don't do is you don't have a fight with your family and then go publicize it to everybody outside of your family. Yeah. And so that happened in a major way. They're talking about they're going to have to do investigation into who... They know who leaked it. They know... Hey, I don't care who leaked it. Whoever's in charge of the media team, you fired. Everybody fired. Whoever, whatever, all y'all fired. We're getting a whole new team in here. But yeah, that was the situation, man. So let's start with the first aspect, man. Draymond Green and Jordan Poole, like you said, they were going at it a little bit. Draymond Green gets in Jordan Poole's face. Now, you do karate. You've been training karate for some years, right? You know about the fight and self-defense, right? Yeah. What do you think Jordan Poole did in that situation? Do you think he could have handled that better initially? Like, regardless of what he said, when Draymond Green walked up to him, was he supposed to just let Draymond Green do whatever? I
mean, you can, like, get in his face or whatnot. I mean, that's a different situation than, like, if you're on the street, right? If you're on the street and someone walks up on you, that's a different situation. But, like if you're in practice or whatnot, me personally, like, I wouldn't put my hand on a teammate. But it is in being, like, I was watching Steven Jackson. Like you said, bro, teammates, they get into it. They in each other's faces. And, some pushing and shoving might happen. But, like, throwing a foot punch like Draymond Green, that was kind of unnecessary.
That punch was meant for violence and danger.
I think, like, if you're Jordan Poole, you're young like that, I mean, that's reasonable. Draymond got all up in his face and whatnot. That's reasonable. I mean, you can't really get mad at him for that. But, like, I mean, like I said, man, like, and if Draymond was to, like, shove him back or whatnot, I think it'd be fine to, like, having some words or whatnot. But, like, socking him in the face like that, I mean, he could have cut.
I'm going to say it, man. Like it seemed like some built-up anger. That was more than just someone said something real quick now about a swing on him.
That was like something that was happening the past few weeks.
What was funny was Jordan Poole pushed Draymond, but he only pushed himself. Draymond barely moved. Draymond might have stepped back one step, like kind of like, you pushed me, but Jordan Poole pushed himself away. He was out the screen, out the camera. Yeah, he was gone. Yeah. So, and I don't know what happened between those two and what's behind the scenes.
Especially the fact that Jordan Poole's like 10 years younger than Draymond.
Yeah, that's a big...
Like, 34, you
Draymond
said?
Green is the veteran. Yeah. This is like the manager of a store getting into it with the person who's just been there 2 or 3 weeks. It's like you're fighting the person who's just came on. They don't know how everything goes yet. So they're trying to put it out there like Jordan Poole's been a little bit cocky lately. That doesn't mean he's going to get knocked out at his work. Yeah. You're at work, you know what I'm saying, with the work environment. Now, needless to say, fights happen all the time in practices. I just did high school basketball. Fights happen in practice. Junior high basketball. Fights happen in practice. Like fights are gonna happen between competitive individual and sports. But what we saw obviously wasn't a fight. We saw a knockout, and that's what everyone's kind of like glued in on now after seeing the video. What do you think is gonna happen with Draymond Green? Let's really get into it. What's gonna happen with him? Is he being traded? Is Jordan Poole going to be traded? How does that situation play out now?
They're fine. They'll figure it out.
Okay.
The only thing is like if it's really up to Draymond what happens, I guess. Like, if you're Draymond Green, bro, you should not be putting your hand, like, stalking someone, especially a young teammate like that. Like, Draymond's got to go make that right with Jordan Poole. I mean, even if Jordan Poole's, like, saying stuff or whatnot, that's a different situation or whatnot. But, like, that situation right there, you shouldn't be, like, punching someone, you know? To answer your question, I think Draymond Green is funny because, Draymond Green is, like, he's a beast. And the Warriors are like, yeah, we love him. We need that on our team. We need someone that's a beast.
He's the only one with that type of energy, really.
But then it's like, he has that energy. He brings it to practice. Like,
can you control it?
You can't really control it. So it's like,
I feel you on that.
I don't know. So I mean, I don't think the NBA is gonna do anything about it. It's really up to the Warriors organization and whatnot. I mean,
do you think the Warriors are gonna fine him? He's gonna get a fine.
He's gonna get a fine.
Do you think he gets suspended for any games in the season?
No, you can't suspend him for any games.
Okay.
I mean, especially him being a veteran or not.
But what if you're Jordan Poole?
I'll say this. Draymond Green definitely had a reason on why he punched Jordan Poole. It wasn't It wasn't like Jordan Poole just said something that he wanted to sock him. It was like, no, there definitely was some like that fight right there. It definitely looked like there was some build up to it. It wasn't like, you know, because Draymond Green's a veteran. People have said a bunch of stuff to him, like during games and stuff.
That's why some people are saying he picks and chooses who he's gonna go fight. He don't swing on everybody.
I don't think so. I mean, obviously,
him swing on LeBron. I mean,
you're not gonna swing because if you swing in the NBA now, it's automatic suspension for like a few games or whatnot.
So why would you swing on the person who's new? Like, I think Jordan Poole's 22, 23, a couple years. I think this is his third year in the league or fourth. Like, he's new compared to Draymond Green.
Yeah.
Why would you go and swing on him? The young guy who obviously, you know, I be seeing Jordan Poole around with the glasses and everything. Like, he seemed like a college student who's now in the NBA now. But why would you swing on him and, you know, not go pick on someone your own side, go pick on somebody, you know, your size or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, like, there was definitely some built up tension. So I mean, like, we got definitely some tension. But like I said, man, Draymond Green shouldn't have punched Jordan Poole at all. You know? Okay. But I mean,
I feel you.
I think the Warriors will follow it up like maybe a fine, but you can't suspend him because now you're hurting the team if you suspend Draymond. Yeah. You know, you risk losing a few games or whatnot, and that could hurt you later on in the season. I think if you're the Warriors right now,
what do you do? How do you go into 10 days?
All you got to do is make sure, look, before the end of the season, Jordan Poole and Draymond, they figure it out, you know. Now, I'm really worried for, like, Jordan Poole. Like, a young player right there, he just won a championship, and now, like, the whole world seeing him, like, get knocked out or whatnot. He might hold that in for a season or whatnot. So it's like, I think Draymond, like a week from now, he will he's gonna forget all about this. But Jordan Poole, that's something he's never gonna forget. So
that's my thinking right there. That's why I say, are they gonna fine him or suspend him? Because if you're Jordan Poole, you're watching how the Warriors handle this situation. Now remember this, Jonathan, when Kevin Durant and Draymond Green got into a situation, Kevin Durant was watching how the Warriors handled that situation too. And one of the things he said, I didn't like the fact that after it happened, everyone wanted to act like it didn't happen. Yeah. Everybody just was trying to move on from it. Kevin Durant got up out of there the next year. Yeah. He was like, I'm gone. I don't care about the championships. The culture that is created here, he was like, I just wasn't a part of that culture. That culture is, you know, they had a past. So but now Jordan Poole's going to... Let me just finish this. Yeah. Jordan Poole is going to be doing the same thing now. Yeah, he's going to hear from his family, his friends. He's going to be like, now let me watch how the GMs, how the coach... And it sounds like everyone's protecting Draymond, kind of like, Draymond's just passionate. And he's like, hey, hold on, I got knocked out. I want some justice done. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what, he's going to watch how they handle it with Draymond. It's going to be some friction coming from this.
That's interesting, though, because in that situation, you remember... So Draymond Green and Kevin Durant was on a podcast together, right?
Okay, yeah.
And they both agreed that the Warriors organization messed up that whole situation.
I've heard that.
Yeah,
I've heard that.
They were like, if the Warriors organization had stayed out of it, that situation
would have been okay.
And then Draymond Green was like, Draymond Green was saying, hey, they wanted me to apologize to Kevin Durant, and I was telling them, I'm not going to apologize to Kevin Durant.
Why not? What was his reason?
I can't.
Because he stood behind what he said. He
was like, I stand behind what I said or whatnot.
Okay.
And so the words were like, you need to apologize to Kevin Durant or whatnot. So And then Kevin, I have to go watch that again. But
okay, yeah, I need to check that out too.
But like you said, Jordan Poole's gonna be, and Jordan Poole's a young player, and he's like a rising star. So like this is like.
And he can go somewhere else. Other teams are going to want Jordan Poole.
So let me ask you this: what do you think the right consequence is for Draymond Green? Just a little fine, or?
I think what would be good is if Draymond Green needs to know he hurt the team, put the team in a unique position. Yeah. I think he's gonna get at least 2 games suspension. I think the reason for the suspension is going to be because this video came out and everybody saw what happened. And so they're not going to be able to just be like, do nothing. Like, oh, we fined him. He's good. Like, they're going to suspend him and be like, you hurt this organization by attacking another player like this.
Though.
You don't think you can?
I don't think you can because
we're going to see.
Now you risk losing games and stuff.
But just a couple games.
And, like, if it's a fight within the team, you handle that like during practice or whatnot. Like the season hasn't even started, so like I don't think he should even be suspended from it.
Okay.
Like obviously, if there's a fight with another team, but I mean.
Okay, so that now the NBA I don't think will fine him, but I'm just looking at the Warriors. Because what would you do if Jordan Poole goes to the general manager, Bob Myers, whatever his name is, and says, "Hey, what are you guys gonna do about Draymond Green?"
I mean. Jordan.
What if they say nothing? What if they say he's like, okay, y'all got my back?
In this situation, you can't do nothing. If you're the Warriors organization, you can't just do nothing off of it. Honestly, I would. If I was the managers,
it's an interesting situation.
I'm up to Coach Kerr, I'm like,
okay.
And if I was Coach Kerr, I would be asking Jordan Poole and the players like, how do you guys want to go forward with this, right?
Okay.
With Draymond Green, I put them all in the locker room and be like, how do you guys want to go forward with this? Because NBA season is about to start. You got to put this behind you.
You got to get over this.
You can't be a few weeks into the season.
Got to get over this.
Yeah, you got to get over this.
Show some unity. So that's true.
If Jordan Poole goes up to Bob Myers or whatnot, I mean, I'm saying, first, Jordan Poole doesn't have the leverage to be like, take care of the situation. Like, Jordan Poole doesn't have the leverage to be like, if he wanted this to go some type of way, like, take care of it this way, or
he's not a superstar like that to say all that stuff. Yeah.
I mean,
definitely. If it was Curry's like, I want him off the team, he's off the team.
He's off the team.
Yeah, Curry. But it's interesting that in the video that we saw, it really wasn't no players that really was stopping that situation. Like, Draymond walked up. It seemed like another day in the park. Yeah, Draymond walks up and gets in people's face. And maybe Draymond, I think what set him off was Jordan Poole pushed him. He might not be used to being pushed like that. Like when he steps to people, probably everybody on the Warriors is afraid of him. He don't step to Clay or Steph like that or Iguodala. Iguodala gonna fight back. But someone like Jordan Poole, he stepped to him like that, and he's like, I'm not about to get pushed by this young 23-year-old. Like, it's a natural reaction if someone puts their hands on you to push back.
Yeah, I definitely want to know if it was a build-up situation or like. What did Jordan Poole say? Because I was like,
I wonder what he said to make him so mad.
It wasn't something light, bro. It was like, he definitely, like, Jordan Poole has something wrong in the situation, bro. Like,
but Draymond not the victim. Draymond didn't walk up and just swing on him. Yeah. Do you understand what I'm saying? He didn't just walk up and swing on him like you said something, so I'm swinging on you. He walked up to him and just got in his face.
Yeah, and then Jordan Poole pushed him.
The swing was a response to that push. Like, I'm not about to get pushed or punched by this little guy, like little Jordan.
That's what I was saying. Like, there's always like physical altercations and stuff within the organization, but I don't see like. That's why I was saying like you can look at it from both angles. Like Jordan Poole put his hands on him first, but Draymond got in his face. But then again, it's basketball practice. No one's going to be
basketball practice. Stuff is going to happen. Yeah. Stuff is gonna happen, man, in practices, and that's how you get better. So Steve Kerr, even if you leave it up to me, he has that situation where he got hit by Michael Jordan. Yeah, they said he socked him. Michael Jordan got sent home from practice. Yeah. So, and I don't think he got suspended a game. The thing is, you don't have all the video footage. Did Michael
Jordan apologize, or he's like
he apologized? They said he called him that day. I think on the documentary, The Last Dance, he was like, "Yeah, I had to get Steve Kerr's number, and I called him that day. Like, I'm so sorry. I apologize. All this type of stuff." And Steve Kerr said it was tough to get over that for a moment, but he said we were able to put it behind us. But yeah, for a moment, it was tough to get over him. And I think in that situation, Steve Kerr did say he swung on Jordan first. He said he socked him in the chest, and then Jordan hit him in the face.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
So stuff happens in practice. But I guess he didn't hurt Jordan.
Like that, they're not just going to go up to you and punch you. Like, you had to put your hands on them first or say something,
Yeah.
So, I mean, How do you see the Warriors moving forward with this? I mean, I would say
winning shuts down all the conversation. They got to go out there and win. They can't start off the season and start losing. If they start losing, the media's going to be all over them. If they're winning, they stand together and they're winning, this stuff can be water under the bridge. Like, of course, that happened. It's always going to be out there, but we can move on from it. Yeah. Now, as it stands right now, it looks like they're about to go into the season, and Draymond might have lost some fans. You know what I'm saying? Because see, the Golden State Warriors, they like Jordan Poole. Yeah. He's their young, up-and-coming new talent. So if it does come down to a split of Draymond Green and Jordan Poole, who do you think the Warriors would keep? Because Jordan Poole you have at 23, and you could have him for the next 10 years, getting better and better and better.
I could see the Warriors going...
parting ways?
Here's the sad thing. I can see the Warriors parting ways with Draymond because of the past situation. But I think the Warriors deep down, even Coach Kerr, I think they know if they don't have Draymond Green, you can forget about the championship hopes for the future. Yeah. Like they're not winning things. So I mean, the logical answer would be you have to get rid of Jordan Poole if it goes one way. But then again, it's like Jordan Poole is a nice piece, right? They'll still have Andrew Wiggins or whatnot. But I mean, Jordan Poole's a nice piece, but you can't let go of Draymond. He's like that. He's like the Scottie Pippen of.
I know what you mean. Yeah, the Scottie Pippen or even the Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, Dennis Rodman.
The person who does all the rebounds, the blocks, the dirty work, all that dirty work. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. So we're gonna see in the next 24 to 48 hours, we're gonna hear some stuff about the consequences or discipline for what the Warriors do with Draymond Green.
You said MJ had a 1-game suspension?
No, I don't believe he had a suspension. Yeah. I think he got sent home from the practice that day, but I don't think he was suspended. But also that was some in-house stuff. It happened. Yeah. Okay, it happened. The whole world's not talking about it.
Released. Yeah.
I knew a video was about to be released when it got announced that there was a fight at the practice. Because why would you even have an announcement that there's a fight at a practice that's a closed practice? You're not supposed to talk about it.
It's got to be because Draymond socked Jordan Poole. Like, so there's fights.
But every organization I knew there was going to be a video. Because like the LA Rams fight, they had it on video. Yeah. There's football fights all the time. But if you don't have it on video, there's no need to be like, oh, 2 players got into an altercation at the football like it doesn't happen, but in this when especially they started talking about it, I knew it was some nonsense.
Someone needs to be fired in the Warriors organization.
Hey, whoever released that video will be fired. But here's another thing: some people are suggesting before we move on to our next topic that the Warriors might have leaked the video themselves, and I don't put it past them because they could have easily, helped themselves with the trade chances and say, hey, we don't got to pay Draymond this big contract now. We can give the money to Jordan Poole. People are going to be on his side. We can trade Draymond. Like, I don't know. The Warriors seem like too much of a legit organization for someone to leak the video out.
I've been saying this too. The Warriors organization, they have a bad management. I've been saying this a long time. Like, they got good players, but their management's bad. Like Andre Iguodala, he wrote a book talking about the training staff and how they were bad. He had an injured foot.
I haven't read his book. Have you read it?
That's why he left. That's why they actually parted ways first. Okay. Like, you remember when he went to Memphis and he ended up coming back and whatnot. But that's actually why, because like he exposed like the training staff and whatnot. And how
they said he put out a lot of info in that book.
Yeah, and then someone else talking about how some of the doctors knew that Kevin Durant was not ready to go out there for the Toronto, but they still put him out there. Like the management.
Did he talk about that in his book?
I don't know, but I know that's something that happened. Yeah. Wow. And so it was like the Warriors organization. They could be doing stuff like that. They're fishy.
Yeah, you can't trust nobody. You gotta be on everybody and be skeptical about everybody. So. I believe it. I believe it when it comes to the Warriors.
So you said that all they need is to start off winning the season.
To put it past them, they need to keep winning.
I think they have to win a championship, or it's not going to go past. Like, if
you think they got to go all the way there?
If they don't even make it to the finals this year, it's going to be like Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole or Draymond Green, something's gonna they're not gonna be on the team for long.
But what if they don't work? Now, what if those two can't get back on the same page and work together? Because no matter what Jordan Poole says, he gonna feel some type of way.
Yeah,
you coming down the court, you see Draymond on the left, I'm going for this layup. I'm going for this dunk. Like.
The difference is it's not like Steph Curry and Jordan Poole. It's like Draymond. He's not like
and you're not gonna want to hear Draymond yelling at you no more. Like you might have put up with it up until this point.
Yeah.
But now when Draymond come and he's trying to yell in your face or whatnot, you're gonna be like,
Jordan Poole's so young too. It's like
he's young. I
know.
He's not. Someone a little bit older might be able to be like, okay, we went through that, had that scuffle,
let's
back on
past it. Yeah.
Jordan Poole got his. He's been on top of the world this summer. You feel what I'm saying? On top of the world from winning the championship. I feel bad it happened to him. I'm sure he said some annoying stuff, but I feel bad that this situation happened to him because now this is gonna be in his career.
I think if you're Jordan Poole though, and you're going into the season, and like even if you don't have things figured out, Draymond Green, you just need to make sure he's on top of his game. Like he's having good games consistently, putting up good numbers, and like that alone will speak for himself. Like if he comes out here and actually like has a superstar year or a star year, like way better than last year, that alone will speak for itself, especially at the end of the season or whatnot, on what they want to do with Draymond or whatnot. Yeah. But like if he comes out and it's like playing the same like kind of a role player as last year, then it's like they might really take Draymond's side. But I don't know.
It's tough, man, because you got the whole world watching you, and you getting back out there on the court with a man who knocked you out like that. And you're just basically, you gotta act cool with them.
And I'm telling you,
it's tough.
I'm telling you though, the Warriors aren't making it to the finals right after I saw that.
Forget about the knockout. Someone can just say some words to you where you're like, I no longer look at this person the same. Like I don't want to be in the room with them while we're all laughing. I'm not laughing with that person. Someone can say something like that. So a knockout like that, I don't know if there's a comeback from that, brother. I think Draymond gets suspended a couple games by the Warriors to just save face, but I don't see it working out between them two. And I want it to. Like, I don't want them. I'm not the one trying to do the Kobe Shaq beef and Russell Westbrook and Durant leave each other. Yeah. No, I'm not trying to do all that beef. I just think that this situation is very unique. It's a very unique one, and I think that it doesn't look good for Draymond. So we're gonna keep you guys up to date on that. We might get back on the Instagram and talk a little bit more about that situation Warriors, as it goes on.
The Warriors is like at this point, like Steph Curry and Klay's getting older, and they're still good.
They need their younger players.
Yeah. But it's like at this point, if they get rid of Draymond, it's like that dynasty is over.
Have you heard of Jordan? Have you heard? Is Jordan Poole okay? Is he up and running again, or is he like?
He's probably good. I mean,
okay, I'm just making sure. No broken jaw or broken nose, and now he can't play for the first 2 weeks or something.
Yeah, that's a whole different story.
That'd be a whole different story.
I don't know.
So we're gonna see, man. But that's the talk of the town.
If you're the Warriors, though, I don't think you can suspend Draymond.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
I feel like if you're the Warriors, Jordan Poole has like Jordan Poole can be like, look. Not only did this happen as far as like this man knocking me out, but then the organization leaked something.
Yeah.
Jordan Poole could be looking at the Warriors like, y'all's defaming me and embarrassing me all over in public. Regardless of what happened between me and Draymond, that shouldn't have happened. That video, a closed practice. The whole media team got to be fired, man.
I think everyone in the practice facility got to be fired, bro.
Yeah, because it wasn't a player that was on the court. It was some little no-name person who never even played in the NBA. He just, his dad got him a role at a camera guy, and he saw his little opportunity to TMZ and took it. And that's all types of wrong.
I think the manager, the whole Warriors organization, everyone in the practice facility, they need to do a whole sweep, the whole staff. Like that video should not have happened,
Hey, and I've been listening to
that video might be the reason why Jordan Poole and Draymond never get to the same level.
Exactly.
Now. Because
the
whole world
you can squash it when it's in the past. But when your friends are like, oh no, see right there when he did that right there.
They're always gonna have that video,
For your children are gonna watch that video. One day Jordan Poole's children are gonna see that video. So is Draymond Green's children. That stuff don't go away. That's now a mark. Like we hear of Kobe and Shaq getting in a fight. Like, did that really happen? Yeah, it really happened in practice one time. Like, it really happened. But you never have a picture of it. So you never can really talk too much about it. This is always public.
I think that's just cool to show you like the media they're so out of hand and no one's being held accountable enough.
And forget TMZ too. They be dying to get on all of these information.
If you're TMZ, bro,
to the highest bidder,
TMZ's doing their thing, you know. But
I don't like how they do it because I remember when Kobe died, they were the first ones releasing stuff, and they said the family didn't even know that. It was so TMZ is just there's no standards with these people. These people are about the dollar.
The family should be known first before like you know. And I think the media though they're so out of pocket. Like there's so many false reports put out there now. It's like if you put a certain amount of false reports out there about the NBA or NFL, you need to be fired. Like stop.
You're right. You're right.
Stop doing that.
The same way, if you're playing bad on the court, you're gonna get traded or fired. If you keep putting out false reports and you keep messing up and slipping up, you gotta go too.
Man, there was a report like a few weeks ago, and I forget what it was. It was something like Chris Paul. Okay. They said he had gotten in a fight with like the owner or one of the management or something, and Chris Paul was like, he come on the post like, wow, like the media really do like doing stuff and whatnot. But it was like the media really died. Like
Chris Paul, the
people got to be held accountable when they're putting out false reports and stuff.
They'll take a little clip from something you say this.
They'll edit a clip. Like you could say something right, and then now the editing is so good nowadays. You can literally like
make it seem like it was a
conversation.
Make it
seem like they were saying something else. Yeah. It was tough.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy. I saw something with they were talking on, I think it was NBA Today. They were talking about LeBron James and how he's about to pass Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for the all-time most points. But I guess when they asked LeBron about, hey, how do you feel about passing it? He said, no feeling. Like, I don't have no relationship with Kareem. I'm good, whatever. And they were just all over it. Like, oh, this shows right here. He doesn't have respect for Kareem and everything. And me personally, I know Kareem did a lot of good stuff back in the day, but I haven't heard nothing good come out of this brother's mindset in a while. I haven't heard anything good come out of his mindset. Every time he opens up his mouth to talk, it's like, there go Kareem. Oh, Grandpa Kareem, need to stay quiet. Someone go shut him down, tell him to stay quiet. It's some people like that, man. Once they just get to a certain point, they need to just go and retire quietly, live on the beach, live wherever they need to go. But he doesn't need to get involved every time. Talking about Anthony Edwards needs to give money to the LGBT community. Talking about Kyrie Irving is making dumb decisions by not thinking about his teammates with the vaccine, which everybody was proved that Kyrie Irving actually made a logical decision.
And none of the journalists apologized for being wrong.
None of them. None of them. Slandering that man's name.
There was one, but
and Kyrie Irving, you know, he gave up a lot for money, contract, being on the top 75 team, not being able to play last year till like the very end. Them all saying he's the reason he cost the team that year. Man, that brother stood on his beliefs. That should be honored by anybody. Anybody should be able to honor someone who stands on their.
I wouldn't. Yeah, the NBA, the teammates, and the organization should have been there for Kyrie.
Should have been
during that.
But remember, the NBA was. This is the thing. I'll tell you something. The NBA was trying to just move forward and make their money.
They're trying to make their money back. They're
trying to make their money back.
Yeah.
So and because he was in New York, that state had a specific law. So, you know, the NBA wasn't really questioning the vaccine or nothing. They were just telling people to go get the vaccine, whatever.
That's true. If he was in Sacramento or whatnot,
it wouldn't have even been an issue. Yeah. Wouldn't have even been an issue. And if he would have been in Sacramento, I would have been at the games too. I would have gone to the games.
I would have gone to the games.
Speaking of Sacramento, I heard a lot of people from Sacramento, the Sacramento Kings, doing tweets on this situation with Draymond and Jordan Poole. And I was like, y'all need to just get back to practice and keep practicing. Y'all ain't got no say in none of this championship talk.
Trae Young was like, Draymond's trying to go to LA.
Oh, the Lakers, is that what they think? Yeah. They think he's trying to get over there? The LA Lakers would take him. Now, him and Patrick Beverly on the same team? That would be crazy.
Man, like, there were so many false reports, like, on Twitter and everything. These journalists, they were like, Draymond's been waived and whatnot. Been released and whatnot. I was like,
I haven't heard that yet, but we'll keep you all posted when we hear.
No, it was a false report.
It was false? Okay.
It was like, these people are just trying to do their thing. It's like, bro.
Yeah, I think you got to figure out, does Draymond want to be there for? Because I mean, from his championship speech last year, he was doing a lot of talking like, "Hey, I want to be here, and we about to win it," and all this type of stuff. Like, they were happy and excited, but you never know what's going on the business side of basketball and what people are mad about. People that haven't got their contracts, they're mad. end of the day, it's two millionaires fighting each other. So they're going to be all right. Their family's going to be all right. We just speculate, talk as fans, and we have a good time with that. Yeah. So, moving on from that situation, we'll keep y'all posted on that situation. That's a really interesting dynamic that just came out. And I just knew when they started talking about it and said there was a fight at the Warriors practice. I said, oh, we're going to see video. I know there's some video somewhere because they wouldn't be talking about it if there wasn't no video about it come out. They wouldn't.
Video got released like this morning, I'm pretty sure. Or something.
Yeah, old TMZ got they slipped in another one.
Yeah, if the Warriors don't fire nobody or whatnot, and I'm Jordan Poole, I'm leaving.
Now let me ask you this: would you release the video if you were the cameraman and TMZ offers you right now? They're like, look, you making a nice little $40,000 a year here doing this little $80,000 a year doing this little camera work. I got you right now for $800,000. Hand over that video. Say it was a mistake. Say you dropped the video on accident and we picked it up. $800,000 right now. Would you be like, I'm taking that money too? It's okay to be honest on here. We can't.
I feel like if I worked so hard, would
it mean more for you to stay with the team?
It would mean more to me to stay with the team. Like if I work so hard to get to that spot, like there's many people want that spot. I'm keeping that spot. You know. Now if my dad was in the organization, I somehow got that spot. You know, I might be like, all right, I got you. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I would have done?
If I didn't earn the spot, I would be like, all right, for sure.
I feel you. Yeah. I feel you. But see, that shows that person didn't feel connected with the family. Yeah. That person didn't feel like they was tight with Draymond or Jordan. Like, I mean, you're supposed to be cool with everybody. The commentators, the coaches, the trainers, the camera people. You're the players. They all know who you are. You're supposed to be cool with everyone. Someone shouldn't even want to do that. But since they did it, I would have done something like this. I would have told TMZ no. Or say y'all can take y'all $800,000 back with you to where you came from.
I want more than that.
But what I would have done, I would have held on to that tape and let them Warriors know TMZ came to me now. TMZ came to me now. Offered me this. I told them no. Warriors, but I will conveniently, accidentally send the email to them of the video footage if y'all want to play with me in my career over here. So I'm going to need that contract. I let the Warriors know y'all got to sign me to like a 20-year cameraman contract for
$1 million a year.
Yeah. You matching that $800,000? Because I'm going with the highest bidder at this point. But yeah, I definitely would. I'd work that situation out to my advantage.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But I wouldn't have released the video just like that. That man, he didn't even go to the Warriors. He just released the video, whoever it was, man or woman. I don't know who it was. Yeah. Or now, if it comes out that it was the Warriors who released it, like the actual organization, that's gonna be interesting. Let's move on. You ready to get into a little? We got a little would you rather question game. We're trying to add some segments into our show that just maybe teach you all a little bit more about who S&J are, who we are as people and individuals. There's so much about us who that you all just don't know yet. So we got a little game here, a little intermission game called Would You Rather.
Would you rather? Let's get into it.
Would you rather? Y'all know how this game goes. We give two scenarios, two questions, and basically we get to see which one each other picks. So I'll start off.
You came up with these ones, you know. So.
I came up with these questions here. Yeah. So all right, let's get into it. The first Would You Rather is career or children. Would you rather have your dream career? What's your dream career? Do you have a dream career?
I got multiple dream careers.
Okay.
I can't say it's one. Like, okay. I'm gonna be doing multiple things.
Okay.
So, you know.
As an entrepreneur, right?
Yeah, entrepreneur.
Okay. So would you give up?
Artist, yeah.
Would you rather?
I know my dream career.
Have your dream career, but in that path of life, you do not have children.
Ooh.
You don't have one child. You can adopt a child if you want, but you're not gonna have any children, no wife, no lady with a couple babies and growing up. None of that. But you got your ideal career. You making your money, you on top of your game, your status, people love you, all that type of stuff, and you're good at what you do. Would you rather have that, or would you rather have children, one child, two children, three children, but you have to now work at FedEx, delivery driver, just to make ends meet, just to have benefits so your children can get to the dentist appointments and stuff. You now out here in the 108-degree weather in the truck, doing all this stuff for your little daughter, Michaela. You trying to take care of Michaela at home, and you in the truck in 108 degrees delivering FedEx packages to people who don't even appreciate it. Which would you rather do?
That is an interesting one.
I had to come up with a good one for my brother.
Don't do that to me. Let's see, the career, or I think I'd rather go with the career.
You'd rather go with the career?
I'd rather go with the career.
All right.
Give me my dream job. Give me my money.
Give you your dream job. You can still have friends.
Let's go. I can still have friends.
Still have family.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right.
Yeah.
Now your children gonna see this one day. No, I'm playing with you.
Whatever.
All right. So that's would you rather question number 1.
What about you?
For me, brother, I'd go with the career. I would go with the career, man.
I try to tell you, bro.
I would go with the career. Living in your work and
like
doing
being
how
able
you
to
need
be
to
free,
be able
man.
to do.
Yeah.
That I would go for more.
Yeah.
And still,
and you can still give back.
We're going to have nephews and nieces and all that type of stuff.
Because
But you are giving up something. It's not like I don't want,
Yeah.
the children. Yeah. It's like, what would you rather have? I don't want to be, you have the children, but you're unhappy in life,
Mm-hmm.
So that would be my first. This is the second one we have. Would you rather have friends who are really smart, but they're broke all the time? You can't go nowhere with them. You can't take them, like, you guys can't go out to the restaurants. You guys can't never go on vacation because they're always broke. Or would you rather have very wealthy friends who are dumb? So you have friends who are really smart, intelligent people, but they have no money. Or you have friends who are really rich,
that's tough,
but they're kind of dumb. They, tough to have the intellectual conversation with them, but they're always like, hey, man, you want to go with me? No, all expenses paid to Hawaii. Like, we're good. Like, don't even trip. Which would you rather do?
I'm gonna be so wealthy. I'm not gonna need you to, like, pay for my stuff.
Okay.
But I think I gotta go with the broke friends that are smart, because, like, you can have all the money in the world, but if you're dumb, you can do one dumb thing, bro, and be locked up for life. So
yeah.
I mean,
and you can take down people with you.
Yeah, if you have the smarter friends with you, like, hey, I know some people that, like, I don't even want to be like a millionaire or like wealthy like that. Like, just give me enough money, put Pepsi and chips on the table, and I'm cool with that, But they're still smart, They'll teach you valuable lessons in life. But I mean, you can have people that are, like, very wealthy but have no money management, no nothing, and it's like no valuable lessons in life. So
I feel you on that. Yeah. I feel you on that. I remember we were talking and you were like, Stanley, you don't want to be a millionaire? And I was like, I don't have a desire to be a millionaire. Yeah. And you're like, you don't want to be a millionaire? And I was like, I just don't have the desire. It's not something for me to desire, like, to go after. Like, I want to get to $1 million. Like, I want $1 million. Like, there's no reason for the million to be a thing in your head. Like, that's a creative thing.
But look at it this way. Once you make $1 million, you can make more.
But once you make $1, you can make more. If you just can talk right, you can make more.
I mean, you're right.
Yeah, like, if you have nothing, you can make more because that's all you can do.
I'm being a millionaire by 25, so I don't know.
I feel it. And I support people who are on that path and that mission. I just wonder what makes people want to be on that path. Like, it's one thing to be like, I want to be generating money more and more. I want to generate money. But when people are like, I want to be a millionaire, I'm like, why the million, bro? Like, why is it, what's the difference between the 999,000 and the 100,000 and the 1 million? Like, when you get to 1 million, you $1 away from no longer being a millionaire. Yeah. So what are you really going after?
I think some people, I know a lot of the answers, like, they just want to be on top of the world. Like, they want to be above everyone else or whatnot. Yeah. Yeah, so I think it's just a personal thing for them, but yeah.
I feel that. Yeah, no, and we side talking now. I think for me, I'd go like you. I would pick friends who are really smart with no money. I have a variety of friends. I got friends with money. They got their degrees. They got their job. They generated money. Got their homes and lots and properties. Yeah. And then I got other friends who are like me, and they're like, okay, I'm not going after the green like that. I'm not going after the green like that. Money, though, but I'm still smart, intelligent. I know how to handle mine, and I know how to basically provide for the necessities. So I like that, and they seem to be the more I don't want to say they're the more loyal friends, because all the friends I have, they solid. There's some stuff you can do with the people with money that you can't do with the people without money. That's just the case. But sometimes you have more fun with the people without money because they know how to have fun in situations that it's no money involved. So, you know, we don't always have to go out to Starbucks to get to hang out. We can just hang out, just enjoy each other's presence. So, yeah, that's would you rather. Would you rather? Next time I'm going to have you come up with the questions so you can do some. I got you. Would you rather? But yeah, we just want to bring a little bit more content to y'all about who we are as individuals. And questions that we have. Have we been getting questions? I haven't checked the DMs. Have we been getting any questions up to the DM?
I forgot to post it on Instagram, so we're gonna do it next YouTube video.
Okay, definitely. No, it's all good. Man, definitely.
This video came up on us. I was like, oh, we're doing it.
Yeah, man. Stuff comes up quick.
Yeah.
Transitioning on here on S&J Sports Talk. Let's talk a little bit about. Did you see let's transition a little bit over to the NFL. Did you see the game the other night? It was the Broncos versus the Colts, Thursday night football, and I don't think a touchdown was scored.
No touchdown in that game, bro.
That was a tough game to watch.
The fans walking out at the end of the fourth quarter, and the game was going to overtime. The fans walking out. Russell Wilson had two turnovers, man. It was a completely horrible.
I think it was 9-6 with a couple minutes left, and they were about to score again. They would have been better off just kicking a field goal right there.
Either field goal or just...
They would have been down by 6.
Yeah, right, just run the football. Yeah.
Just run the football, but they threw it.
And that was bad plays. Like, Russell Wilson, like, in the press conference, he's like, hey, I definitely let my team down.
Okay, he just took ownership of that, huh?
But you got to tell me, you can't be talking about 2 interceptions. That's on you. You can't be blaming the coach, but the coach didn't call the right play or whatnot. That's on him.
They were going for that touchdown.
But you know what this tells me about Denver is they're not like 2-3 or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
This tells me,
do they have a tie or is it 2-3?
2-3.
Okay.
But this tells me like the coaching staff. It tells me like you really cannot have like all of the offensive coordinator. That's his first. That's his first time being offensive coordinator. Like they're considered rookie head coaches. Really. Defensive coordinator, like that's their first time. What about the head coach? Head coach, he's rookie. That's his first job. So it's like, you know what that tells me is whoever is higher than them, who hired them, they have no clue what they're doing with the organization. You can't have if I'm the NBA, I'm not hiring an all rookie training staff,
team, you know, with a veteran quarterback.
Yeah,
that don't make no sense.
That don't make no sense. And then the first game, you saw the coach make a bad decision. That's gonna affect the team the whole. Yeah, it's like, does the coach really even know what he's talking about? Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's like
I knew if they lost that first game to Seattle, I was like, ooh, it's gonna be bad.
Like, I felt bad for us.
The way they lost too.
I felt bad for us because it was like, I know where the season's heading now. After that, I was like,
it's not where he wants to go.
Yeah, nobody really talked about the coach either. There's like Russell Wilson.
Yeah, he might be able to do something, playing. Yeah.
The coach is,
it's not all on Russell Wilson.
The coaching over there at Denver, though, it's terrible. I mean, I
to not score a touchdown, and you're playing at home,
national television. On
you only got 3 field goals. That's not good.
That's a bad look. And then
you couldn't run it in, pass it in, anything.
And you just paid Russell Wilson $250 million.
Yeah,
like.
Yeah, ride or die with him. Let him take you to the promised land.
It's not a good look for us right now, too. Like, leaving Seattle and whatnot. Like, Seattle's 2-2. If Seattle wins this week, it's definitely not a good look on us.
They're in the same conference?
They're in different conference. No.
They're in
Denver's
different
AFC,
conference?
Yeah.
Okay.
The AFC West.
Okay. So, Denver, yeah.
It's not a good look.
We're going to see. 5 games in, they're 2-3.
They can definitely turn around, though. They can turn around.
Man.
It starts with Russ, though. Russ got to play. Yeah. Russ got to play it better. He got 7 points on my fantasy team, bro.
You been hurting on the fantasy league lately?
I've been hurting, bro, because I had Lamar Jackson. I was like, you know what? Russ and them going to figure things out. And I was like, I made the wrong decision. So I texted my friend. I was like, you want to trade back? He's like, nah, bro. I was like,
I haven't really got into the draft kings or fantasy leagues and all that. But I would with basketball, especially if gambling was like legal and you're betting on games, I'd be winning everything because I predict the games. I watch the games. I'm like, nah, this isn't gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. This is gonna happen. This person's gonna do around this points per game or whatever. Like I can feel all that stuff out. But
you wanna know what's funny though is, mark my words, like the coaching. I'm telling you, when I say rookie head coaches, like it doesn't work that way. Like I'm saying the Lakers, they're not winning the finals this year because
of rookie coach.
The rookie coach.
But they still have other people on the coaching staff who have been around the Lakers organization. That helps out better than
if you have an all rookie training staff.
If you got an all rookie coach.
If you got an all rookie coach and then the offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator is the first time being in that position, they're gonna make if you have a veteran head coach with two rookie offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator, or you have as long as you gotta have one or two veterans, they don't even have to be the head coach.
LA Rams last year, their coach was a rookie, right?
Their coach was young, but he had
already been a coach.
He already been the coach for a few years.
Okay,
He got lost in the playoffs.
Okay, that's right. Yeah, it's a couple people who they can take over the.
It's like, how do you get the job, bro?
Yeah.
There's other people better.
Yeah. So what's going on this week coming up in football this Sunday? This Sunday is going to be week 6, I believe. 5. This is week 5.
Yeah.
Because Thursday this was week 5. Yeah. So week 5 coming up in football. What good games do we have going on? I think Seattle's playing the Saints, right? Your team Seattle's playing the Saints.
The Saints got a good defense too.
Okay.
Let's check out the. I know we said we want to touch on the.
Oh, the LA Rams are playing the
Cowboys.
Yeah, the Rams are playing the Cowboys.
Cowboys, bro.
Yeah, man. Hey, I gotta say, the Cowboys have been doing a little bit of winning. After Dak went down, I thought that the Cowboys were about to just tank, and they've been hanging on.
Cooper might be better than Dak Prescott, bro.
You think so?
Hey, man.
Hey, that's how Aaron Rodgers got his start.
Hey, they're winning more games. They're winning more games without Dak right now, but I mean, Dallas still. Yeah. I mean, Dallas.
They're what 3-1, right?
Yeah,
they're 3-1.
Lost one game.
They're about to play the LA Rams, who the Rams lost last week to San Francisco.
Yeah,
pretty bad.
Terrible game.
They lost pretty bad.
You know something about the Rams, bro?
What happened with the Rams?
I told people, I was like, they lost a lot of defense. People don't know this. The Rams lost a lot of defensive players last year.
Okay. After winning the Super Bowl?
It wasn't Jalen Ramsey or Aaron Donald, but they lost a few other key pieces,
those people you don't always think about.
Yeah, those people that don't get talked about on the team.
Okay.
Like the defensive linemen and whatnot.
Okay.
But they lost a few. And then, but I told people, I was like, Matthew Stafford, bro, he had a good playoff run or whatnot. But I'm like, bro, that dude is not as good as everyone's saying he is. Like, Sean McVay is a very good coach.
Okay.
And he knows how to put quarterbacks, as a coach should do, right? But he knows how to, take their advantages and kind of make it where they don't get shown their weakness.
Okay.
But I think Matthew Stafford, he's struggling right now.
He's struggling.
He's struggling, and it's the offensive line too.
Once you win the championship, every team's aiming for you. Every time you show up on the field, they're like, "This is the team we about to we about to hit the quarterback harder. Mm-hmm. We about to knock out the linebackers. Anybody come through the middle, we laying them out."
Yeah.
I just think that they got to be ready to come back and repeat. And I don't see it yet this year. The Rams
lose their.
They started off with a fight at the beginning of the season too. Yeah. Remember?
Yeah.
They had that little fight. Ain't been the same.
I'm telling you, bro, you can't be having fights
not within the house.
Maybe they didn't settle it,
Maybe they didn't settle it, and it's still lingering on.
Yeah.
Maybe someone doesn't like the way the coaches handled the situation. You never know. So, but yeah, Cowboys and Rams. Who you got in that game? You think Cowboys can win that one?
I think I gotta go with the Rams.
You gotta go with the Rams. Okay.
Rams, only because I trust Sean McVay more and the defense and whatnot. Okay. I think the backup quarterback, he's going to have a really trash week. I think he's going to have a really bad week
You think so?
I think, just the Rams defense, the offensive line's not good. Both of these teams' offensive lines really aren't that good right now.
Okay.
The Cowboys' offensive line, their right lineman, I'm pretty sure got hurt. He's been hurt, for a few weeks now. So, I mean, I think, this season, the Cowboys are going to have an upset. The Rams are going to win. Okay. I don't think it'd be convincingly though.
This week,
I think it'd be
we'll see. That will be a good game to check in and see, because if the Cowboys win this game, they go to 4-1.
4-1.
Now they're starting to talk hey, we ain't no joke. We ain't nothing to be played with. And if the Rams lose this game, they go to, I believe, 1-4.
The Cowboys,
the defending champs go to 1-4, which is not going to be good.
The Cowboys have a good They have a good team, bro.
Okay.
No, the Cowboys are 2-2, but the Cowboys they have a good.
Oh,
team.
Cowboys are 2-2. Okay, so they would go to 3-2.
No, the Rams are 2-2.
The
Cowboys are 3-1.
The Cowboys, the Cowboys have won 3. I know that.
Yeah.
Cowboys have won 3. If they win, they go to 4-1.
They'll go to 2-3 if the Rams lose.
And the Rams, they lost that first game. And then they lost the second game to 49ers. Okay, so they won the 2 in between that. Okay, yeah. Well, it's still some chips on the line this game because you got every game matters in the NFL. Every win matters.
I do gotta say though, the Cowboys they definitely like, especially the first season, the first game after Dak Prescott got hurt. I was like, oh, they're done. But nah,
I thought so too.
The Cowboys they've been doing their little thing. I
had them going. You
gotta give them their props.
4. Like right now, I thought they were going to be 0-4, not 3-1.
I think the Cowboys they're doing their thing. I mean, I think
hanging on there by thread.
So now let me ask you this: if they win out until Dak Prescott comes back, I think they said he's set to come back like week 6, week 7.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they say.
You think he's coming back?
He's having a speedy recovery.
But I mean, if you got Cooper winning,
if Cooper's winning, do you let Dak Prescott come back?
You do.
You have to.
You do because that's your quarterback you've been riding with. You thank Cooper for his services, and you tell him to be ready to go again in case we have a relapse with Dak. But Dak is the one we're paying. Dak is the one whose face is everywhere, all over the arena. That's the person we put in there to do what we got to do.
You got to remember,
and we got to warm him up for the playoffs.
Before Dak Prescott got hurt, though, he was having a bad game. He was having a bad game, bro. It wasn't like he was having a good game.
And there's always someone who walks in there ready to take your spot. It's that person you train at your job ready to take your spot.
Kind of like Nick Foles in the Eagles.
Yeah, that's how. Did that happen with Jalen Hurts?
No, Carson Wentz.
With Carson Wentz?
Yeah,
and then that's how he came in? Okay.
He got his little spot. I mean, you haven't heard of him now.
I know that's what happened with Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre. Brett Favre went down. Aaron Rodgers stepped up. And you should watch the commentary from the first game that Aaron Rodgers played and filled in for Brett Favre. They were like, oh, there's no way the Packers can win with Aaron Rodgers. The commentators were dogging him on live TV.
Wow, bro.
And because he was just the backup.
Yeah.
And he came in, and now we know what Aaron Rodgers has done,
The Eagles are 4-0, bro.
That's amazing. And I was just talking, I was like, who do the Eagles have other than Jalen Hurts? I know Jalen Hurts, but I have not seen an Eagles game yet this season, so I'm gonna have to watch them. Who do they play this week? Who do the Eagles? Who are the Eagles matched up against? Is it a Monday night game or is it a?
They might have a bye week. No, I don't think the bye weeks are yet. But the Eagles didn't they just? Let's see. Who they play? Let's see here, guys.
I know the Bills are playing this. The Bills are playing against the Steelers this week.
Yeah, the Eagles. They play.
The Eagles are there. Where are they at?
The Cardinals.
The Cardinals, okay. So they're going for their 5-0.
They might go 5-0. Cardinals aren't having too good of a season right now.
They're trying to go 5-0, huh?
Yeah. But I mean, so do you see the Eagles like winning more games? Or?
I do see them winning more games. I need to watch them.
Yeah.
I've just seen little highlight clips. I need to watch a game. Watch how their team's playing, their offense, their defense. How's the quarterback interacting with everybody? How are they, how are they winning? Are they winning dominantly? Yeah. Or are they, what are they doing? Yeah. I need to watch one of their games. This Sunday, I'll make sure to do that. Yeah. Watch one of their games and be able to come back. Hey, now that they're on the match with a 4-0 record, there's something to go look at.
And they're in the same division as the Cowboys, too. So it's like...
It could get interesting.
Division,
yeah. Oh, yeah, that's always been a rivalry there. The Cowboys and them. Mm-hmm. That's always been one.
Definitely.
So, yeah, man, there's some good games. I do know last week we... to kind of touching on last week, I was able to watch Tom Brady play Mahomes. Mahomes is a great player, man. Just watching his moves and how he's going about stuff on the field, and that's how he's supposed to be. He's a $500 million man. He is supposed to just be on point, on his game, focused. And that's what he is, and it's amazing to see. I saw Tom Brady. He was trying. He was giving his all, but it just looked like Patrick Mahomes had that youthful energy, and the team was just rolling with him. It was just they were going. Tom Brady, still good to see at 45, still doing his thing, but Mahomes had to go ahead and take that W.
Yeah, he was like,
Mahomes like, yeah, I'm gonna grab this one.
Yeah, he's like, you're good. You're a good quarterback. You're a legend, but
right. This is my time now.
This is my time now.
We're gonna be seeing him for some years.
Yeah. Speaking of the Sunday night football game for this week is the Cincinnati Bengals versus Baltimore Ravens.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's gonna be a good one.
That's gonna be a good.
I'm going for Lamar Jackson, of course, but I know the Bengals are nice, but I'm going with Lamar Jackson.
I don't know. I'm not sold on the Bengals, but you know.
Not sold on them.
I'm not sold on them.
Not sold on Wentz.
I'm not sold on the coaching staff.
On the coaching staff.
Like, I'm not getting over that Super Bowl play, bro. It was like 4th and 1. They went 5 and out. I'm like, bro. Bro, that reminds me. That's what I was gonna say, bro. The Denver.
You said they went 5 and out on a 4th and 1.
The Denver Broncos. Bro.
What happened on that play?
So you remember the last play in overtime, man? I'm sitting here. I'm telling my brother. I'm
trying to remember this one.
So Denver, it's third and 1, guys. It's 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2.
Okay.
And I was like, Denver's going to run the football. They're out like the 8-yard line or whatnot. They're like the 5-yard line or whatnot. And I'm like, Denver's going to run the football. And so they go out with 2 wide receivers on the left side. Mm-hmm. Right, so picture this. So 2 wide receivers on the left side.
Okay.
Russel Wilson's here, and the running back is on his right. Uh-huh. And I'm like, yo.
They're about to run it.
And the Indianapolis Colts have the box loaded up. They have they're in like a nickel formation or whatnot, right?
Okay.
And so I'm like, bro, don't run the football, right? I'm like, if you're gonna run it, you need to have 2 wide receivers on this side.
I remember you talking about it.
I was like, you need first. They should have had 3 wide receivers out there. They should have won 3 out. They should have had 2 wide receivers on the left side, and then one like put the best wide receiver on the right side, because that's gonna spread out the defense, right?
Okay.
You know, they're not have to worry about both sides now, right?
Right.
I wouldn't even run the football in that situation. I would have passed it, honestly. But I was like, they're gonna run it. They run it right. They get like maybe a yard, right? Mm-hmm. So they ended up going with the 2 wide receivers on the left. They run it, and then it's 4th and 1, right? I was like, they're not winning the game. They're not winning the game. I knew.
You already knew.
I knew the coaching style, experience, whatnot. It's 4th and 1, and I forget I'm pretty sure they had a running back there, but it was just like
that's when they threw it.
They go out there. Russell Wilson goes real fast. I feel like they would have won if they did that play, but they go real fast, and the coach calls a timeout. so right there, I was like, all right, you guys don't know what you're doing, right? And they go back out there, and Russell Wilson throws incomplete pass, and that's game, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like, bro, I was so upset. I was like, why you running that play, bro? I was like, bro,
why are coaches so bent on throwing it when you got a yard to go?
Yeah,
if you got a yard to go, you run it. You run it, even if it's a QB sneak. I just feel like 1 yard, it can't be that tough for professionals to get 1 yard.
How you gonna run it? How you gonna run it on 3rd down, but pass it on 4th down? It's like basically the same yard. Like,
what are we doing? What are we doing? So, yeah, man. So
look, and then the Monday night. My bad, someone's beeping outside.
What about the Raiders, man? What do the Raiders got going on?
And Chiefs play Monday night.
Raiders and Chiefs on Monday night. That's a great game.
The Chiefs had they're going to be in Kansas City, though.
In Kansas City? Okay. That's going to be a great game.
The Raiders just got their first win last week.
Just got their first win. All them Raiders fans were happy. All them Raider fans were happy. Yeah, I was talking with a guy. That was off of
another bad game for Denver.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
Denver's 2-3 now. They got to fix it.
The Raiders fans be excited, man. They be happy. I talked with some Niners fans out here in Sacramento, and hey, we at least beat Seattle. So their main accomplishment is, hey, we at least beat our rival. You know, we beat our rivalry with the Niners. And then the Raiders, all their fans out here, man. I was like, y'all still trying to get your first win, right? They're like, hey, don't be talking to us like that. I was like, I'm not even trying to disrespect. I'm just trying to make sure I know we're talking about the same team. And so glad they got their first W. Congrats to them. Man. Is Seattle doing good? Your squad, are they doing all right?
We playing the Saints.
Geno Smith been doing his thing a little bit.
Our defense,
some good numbers.
Hey, Geno Smith's the offense has been playing great, bro. They've been playing great.
He seems humble enough, and he's talented, but he's humble enough to be like, I'm not out here trying to showboat doing all this stuff. I just need to come in here and do what I can do.
Yeah, because you gotta remember, he's only getting paid like $7 million. Okay. He's still on the same contract.
Okay.
As a backup quarterback. So, like, he's doing his thing, but yeah. What should we call it?
As long as he's getting paid.
Yeah, our offense is great. Our defense is still the same.
Okay. Still struggling.
We gave up 45 points to the Detroit Lions, bro. The Detroit Lions.
That don't never sound right.
I was like, I mean, yeah, it's like, it's Detroit, bro. Like,
Detroit
they got
Lions.
Jared Goff on their team. Like, so, yeah, I mean, yeah.
Let me ask you this question.
I think we'll be straight.
Well, let me ask you this question, and that's good that Seattle's doing cool because we talk about a lot of these quarterbacks, and normally, you have to have a great quarterback to be any type of good team. Is there any quarterback in the league who's just completely overrated in your opinion? I'm talking about like people keep talking about how good he is, and you're like, he's not a good quarterback.
Matthew Stafford, bro.
Matthew Stafford, you feel that way about?
Ryan Tannehill too.
Ryan Tannehill. But do people say he's a good quarterback? When people talk about Ryan Tannehill, do they say he's a good quarterback? I've heard it. I have heard it before. A few years back.
Okay. Now it's like
it's starting to fade.
But Matthew Stafford, I'm like, bro, he's not a good
people still talk about Matthew Stafford being a great quarterback.
Yeah.
But you don't feel that way, like he's that.
Yeah, I don't think he's that great. I mean, he's a good quarterback, but I think he's
not
really
that.
He's really overrated. He's really overrated.
Okay, really overrated. Yeah. More than like a what about like a Joe Burrow?
Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's alright.
He's a good. Yeah. He's solid. Okay.
He's solid. I mean, he's kind of same level as Matthew Stafford.
We always hear the Bradys and the Rodgers, the Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes. What's the Buffalo Bills?
Josh Allen.
Allen.
Those are really like the top 5 quarterbacks in the league.
Okay.
You shouldn't. Yeah.
Yeah, those are the ones we always hear about.
Like if someone was saying, put Matthew Stafford. He's a Hall of Famer now that he won Super Bowl. I was like, no. No. Like no one even heard of him until he went to the Rams. Like he was on Detroit for a minute and they didn't even go to the playoffs.
No, he wasn't doing his thing on Detroit. Yeah. But people get locked in on like they just like a style that a quarterback plays, and then they're like, this is the man. Like, oh no, he just didn't have no wide receivers to throw it to. I feel like if you're a great quarterback, you're gonna be a great quarterback no matter what situation they put you in. Even if you don't have the best receivers or the best, the quarterbacking has so much more with the regulations of the team.
And if you're a really good quarterback on a bad team, the media's going to pick up on that. They're going to be like, hey, he's a good quarterback. He's on a bad team right now. You just leave.
Yes.
Kind of like Damian Lillard. He's a really good player on a bad team.
And they say that.
Portland Trailblazers.
You can still see his talent. Yeah.
I think he's too loyal, in my opinion.
You can still see his talent.
Yeah.
Although they might have a good year just because it's going to be tough in the West.
Yeah.
But Anthony Simmons, I've liked that guy since he was in college, and now he's good. Now he's able to shine. Like he had a couple 40+ point games last year, and I think that
they might be a solid the Atlanta Hawks in the West, having the 2 guards,
the sleeper, and then just climb up.
Anthony Simmons is nice, bro.
But yeah, we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. But yeah, so we'll definitely review all these football games from week 5. We're gonna have to review that Raiders Chiefs game and a couple of these other games. I gotta watch the Eagles this week.
Yeah,
I gotta watch the Eagles this week.
Cowboys,
definitely. Cowboys definitely, and we'll have to review all of those. All of those. We're still trying to figure out how to bring the live content while watching the game, and then just bring commentary to you all so we can watch the game and communicate with you all. We can actually have you all in the comments on live chat. Yeah. That we're working all those situations out. But yeah, this has been a great episode, my brother, and
man,
we've just been doing the thing, talking about all this stuff from the Warriors to Draymond Green to Jordan Poole to the football, NFL, and even the games, the Would You Rather games. Man, I enjoy those segments, man, where we just kind of throw it off and talk about something non-sports related.
Definitely, yeah, man. Like we said, man. So yeah, real quick before we end this episode, don't forget to put any question you have about me or Stanley or just about sports in general. Just put in the comments or DM us on Instagram.
Definitely.
Yesterday Sports Talk. Just we're going to be answering that hopefully next episode if I don't forget. And then guys.
Write us a message.
Sports Talk, Instagram, TikTok, Apple Podcasts.
Hit that thumbs up button.
Spotify, yeah.
Subscribe on YouTube.
Just SNH Sports Talk. Be sure to follow us on every platform and everything. And man, you guys have anything else?
That'll be it for today. Yeah, peace, y'all. Be blessed. Peace.